Okay. Hello, everyone. We have another exciting Q&A with filmmakers scheduled. This is for the short film Bankston and Biggs. And I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. Kody, why don't you start and tell us what you did with the production?
Hi, everyone. I am Kody Newton. I was the director and DP and co-writer of Bankston and Biggs. We did this as a group project. It was actually for an I-48 two-day film festival. So our team really came together and made this very quickly in 2 days. So that's me.
Great. And Chris?
Hi, Christopher Tena. I played Biggs, and I help write. Unfortunately, John Ravenholt, who played Bankston's not with us, but I think Kody pretty much hit it on the head. It was a fun project or a group effort for a local I-48 that we did. That ended up being just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
I was we were hoping to reunite Bankston and Biggs today. I have to text TMZ and tell them that it's not going to happen.
Right.
Yeah. Well, for those of you, we're a pretty insular festival, and I'm sure everyone knows what the I-48 is. But for the random grandmother who doesn't know what a 48 is, it's a film competition where the filmmakers get a topic and they have 48 hours to make the whole film, like everything, to sound, score, editing, not just the acting, but to get a finished product delivered in 40 hours. So it's really challenging. And what's incredible was this film, for those of you, I hope you will tune in on December 18th and 19th to watch it. There's like special effects. It's not like, a 48 film project where it's like, okay, let's coffee shop, and they're getting
and talk.
yeah. So that was credit to you guys. How was the stress level? Did you guys have time to spare, or was it under the wire, or what?
It really wasn't much stress because we've kind of done this before. So the big thing was we've kind of been trained in the arts of fast filmmaking. And with everyone with their certain lanes, for example, the special effects we just gave to Amanda Woods, our makeup artist and special effects person. And so we just trusted her to do everything. I'm not saying that everything went perfectly, especially in the end, but there were some issues, but we got what we wanted, and we thought it was great. There wasn't much stress with that, though, because we trusted our team to be able to pull everything together.
Well, if I remember, this was shot during COVID, right?
That's why everything's empty. That's why no one's downtown.
Downtown.
Yeah, now I'm remembering because I get bits and pieces, and I remember because you do have a lot of outdoor shots and stuff, and it looks very desolate, which fits the mood very well and the tone. Yeah, and maybe you guys can just give a quick preview, no spoilers, of the film.
So an exterminator named Jamie Bankston exterminates aliens, and he has a guy who works with him who's his cleaner, and that's Dalton Biggs, played by Tena here. And they are in charge of getting rid of one of these alien bodies, and they find out that the body is no longer there, so they have to hunt after it. So It's a little 6-minute short film, and ideally it's actually something that we wanted to turn into a web series. But we have not quite got there yet, but we are looking into it. So we wanted to make 10 episodes and give it to kind of the community to create all together with an alien every single week and a different adventure.
Well, I definitely think the two characters are strong enough. Chris and John, you have a really good chemistry, and it was great because on the one hand, watching it, there was definitely like I was like, oh, that kind of reminds me of Men in Black, or that kind of reminds me of, or even just the name The Cleaner, reminds you of all these tropes. But it was really creative. Like it was amazingly original, and I think part of that might be the time frame that you had to shoot it. So it was just like you went with your guts and you went with your instincts. You didn't overthink things, because I think that can always sometimes be a problem, especially with a collaborative piece like this. Like, everyone has an idea and then you overthink it and then you end up making, I think, not as great choices.
Well, if I can give credit regarding that subject, Kody's really good at that, like just making those, which you just explained. I'm actually kind of a victim of. I'm always overthinking, and it ends up turning into like this big old ball of yarn, and I'm all tangled up. But Kody was, that was actually him on this one. It was very, this is what's up, this is how it's going. Like, it doesn't need to be this whole, this whole thing, I should say, for lack of better words. So really, that was Kody. Kody was, pretty, like he said, he's done these 48s a couple times, and he definitely knows how to, whether it's a 48 or just a time crunch, he definitely knows how to, get things going, get that production rolling. So
there were two main things. There are two main things that worked. First of all, that relationship was already established. I mean, John and Tena are friends, and so they had already, they've bickered and they fought, and they've had that relationship before. But the other thing was, so we let them improv was the big thing. But the other thing is, we didn't have time to change anything. So some of these big decisions, like a chili dog, right? A chili dog's the main character in the movie. And why would we put a chili dog as the main character in the movie? But when you're on that time constraint, it works, and it works for the comedy. And I think that's what we want to do with it going forward as a web series.
Right.
Is almost like, are we really doing this? Yeah, we're really doing this. And I think that's what would work about it. But it's kind of supposed to be Men in Black if it was done like as an 80s nostalgia movie, And I think that's what works about it.
Yeah. Well, I definitely hope our audience checks it out, and hopefully there'll be some more episodes down the line. I definitely could see that as a web series.
That's good to hear.
And so theoretically, 9 more episodes, you only need 18 more days, 9 more 48-hour periods, right?
Right.
And
a lot of Red Bull, yeah.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for being part of the festival, Kody. A special thanks to you, because you're one of the greatest supporters of the festival. It's very sad that we're not able to get together again this year, but hopefully next year we will, with more Bankston and Biggs.
Oh yeah, and honestly, it's coming, and it will happen. But I love the Twin Falls Sandwiches Film Festival. I met so many good people there. It is so funny, and you guys are just a hoot. And you have great selection of movies to watch. And I mean, I want to be there every year, COVID or not. So
thanks, Kody. And Chris, thanks for being part of the festival this year. Yep, and we'll look for good things for all of you. Okay. Thanks a lot, everyone. Check out Bankston and Biggs.